two of the largest companies in Dubai, which is Emaar, which is Nakheel, which are government-owned organizations that have been operating prior to that, which were put in charge by the government of Dubai to basically take the real estate forward. Nakheel is the one that developed the Palm Jumeirah Dubai. Marina was developed by Emaar. Downtown, where you probably visited Dubai Mall, was also done by Emaar. They're your semi-government-owned entities. So starting 2003, people started investing in real estate from all over the world. Primarily, it was concentrated by people who were based here, which were your typically Indians, your Pakistanis, your Iranian investors. And over the last 5 to 10 years, it's evolved from people from Europe, from people as far away as Brazil, as far away from Japan, and started investing in Dubai. We've seen over the years, people who come into Dubai for the first time, there's a lot of confusing terminology that put across to them. What is freehold, what is leasehold, what is free zone. So typically, a freehold interest of real estate, typical how it is anywhere else in the world, as you have in Singapore or you have it in Europe, is the freehold for the ground as well as the rights of the building as well as your air rights. In certain areas, Dubai has not opened up all areas for foreigners to buy. So there's certain areas in Dubai that Dubai still likes to control. Some areas, they only allow land to be owned for about 99 years. So after 99 years, similarly, it reverts back to the government, or the lease will be extended. They've not actually thought so far ahead. So right now, the 99-year lease is just kept at that. A little bit of confusion that people have, and I'd like to clarify that they get, perhaps not with this crowd, but people get confused between freehold and free zones. Free zones are examples of the DIFC, DMCC, places where you can own a business 100%. Freehold is obviously just related to the real estate rights. A very, very important thing, especially for this group of professionals, Dubai in the last 9 years has done a lot of time, effort to basically remedy their laws where people who invest can invest with confidence. We had a lot of people who invested in this market in 2004, 2005, 2006 that just got their fingers burnt. A lot of fund managers do not like investing in Dubai because the transparency does not exist. They're not comfortable that the laws are there to protect the investors. So in Dubai for the last 5 to 7 years, the majority of investments and the majority of monies that came from individuals. It did not come from fund managers. And you take that and you compare that to places like Singapore, where you have a large amount of money that actually comes in from professional asset managers. They actually put money in real estate, they buy interest in buildings, they buy plots, they build buildings. Dubai, the majority of investments has been done by individuals. Dubai government wants to change that. So for them, for a country whose real estate law is about 9 years old, they're constantly evolving, continuously making them transparent. So when people like yourselves look to put money in Dubai on behalf of yourselves, on behalf of your clients, the laws do exist. I can tell you this with a lot of confidence. We're from 9 years ago when we started, it's a much safer and a much easier place to invest than it was about 9 years ago. You've had escrow laws where if you're a developer, your funds must be placed and they can only be released to contractors or people related to a project. We've had mortgage laws that are in place. In fact, Dubai probably has one of the cleanest titles in terms of land. You have places such as Singapore, or not so much Singapore, you have certain countries where the actual title is not clear. There are liens on titles, or there are multiple people who own a property, and it's not clear. The title laws of Dubai are very clear. If there's any lien on titles, transfers are not allowed. So from an investor's point of view, when you have a property, you best be assured that property belongs to you and doesn't belong to anybody else. So like I said, we've continued to see an involvement in the laws, and we have 2 dedicated agencies in Dubai that oversee real estate. One is your regulatory, your RERA, which is your real estate regulatory agency, which oversees the developers, oversees the brokers, oversees the projects, and you have Dubai Land Department. That's the one that actually monitors the title, who owns a title, how the title is transferred. Between the two of them, in the last 9 years, a lot of the cowboys that used to operate in Dubai have now been reined in. So what we're seeing for Dubai in the next wave of investments are going to be investments from professionals. We're going to have your asset managers putting in money in Dubai on yield-facing assets, longer-term assets. as opposed to the monies that have been coming in from individuals. And the reason why we're going to be seeing this is primarily because people are a lot more comfortable investing in Dubai as they were 5 years ago.